Hey everybody, I'm out on my walk this morning. It is glorious out here. I wanted to bring something up. Last night I was talking to a really good friend, we were talking about my son and the wall. You know the wall, like when you're working out and you hit that wall. And I was like, she said something like, um, I don't have that in me. Like for example, my son, he does a lot of things that are pretty spectacular, and that's just my biased mom, in me saying that, but he does things that are like way up there in like achievements and things like that. So when he went on tour with Drum Corps, and those of you who are on here, you probably have to go look it up. A lot of people, like, I didn't know what it was. And when he said he wanted to do Drum Corps, I was like, I gotta go look this up. What is this, And now I'm a total fanatic, total fan. I love it. Go look it up if you don't know what it is. Anyway, he was in World Class Drum Tour, on tour last year. And, I always like to ask him little questions like when he's working out, how do you get through this? What do you do to get past the wall? And the people that were on tour, like a weekend, they would say, oh God, I hit the wall, I don't know if I could get past the wall. What do you do to get past the wall? We all know this wall. I've been there. It's a scary, exhilarating thing, the wall. When you get past it, a lot of people don't, because they stop right at that wall. That's why they call it a wall. Whoever made up that saying is basically keeping people from their goals when they said that. But that all aside, it's out there. We all hit it. But you know what my son said the other day, and I've never heard anyone say this before. He said, what wall? I don't think there's a wall. Like, I don't ever think that way, like if there's a wall. And he's not saying that to be arrogant, but it's almost like the reason why he has gotten to where he is that he doesn't ever think there's a wall. So isn't that, I mean, that's just so interesting to me, that if you don't think there's a wall, you never hit that wall. You never hit that frustration. When you get to that wall, you don't give up. He's not that type of person. It's just not in his soul. But that's a perfect example of you, like in weight loss and trying to lose weight. We all feel like we hit that plateau, we hit that wall, and then, you're like, how do I get past it? And the frustration sets in, and you're like, okay, where do I go from here? I've done everything right. I just feel like I just can't get past this number on the scale, or, past the workout that I'm doing in the wall. So, I mean, is it that simple, really? If you don't think there's a wall, then you don't ever have that wall. You don't ever have that frustration. I mean, that's just so eye-opening to me. When he said that, I was just like, that, you're right. I mean, if that wasn't out there, then who knows where everyone would be, me and my weight loss and all this stuff. So now every time I get to the point, like I'm walking and I'm doing like the speed walk, the man walk, the old man's, super speed walk, because I'm not a runner. So, walking is my thing. And then kind of doing strength training is my thing. So, it really has helped me. And I hope it helps someone out there. I hope it helps you with your workouts and just your everyday, like, meal planning and stuff like that. You could hit a wall doing anything, really, not just working out. You could hit a wall with your work. You don't feel like you're going anywhere. You're at a dead-end job. You've hit that wall, So, I mean, I know that, it actually makes people make decisions that they would normally not make when they hit that wall. So I don't know, I'm just kind of on the rant of a wall, but I think it's so important. But you know what? It's super scary to hit that wall. And I know it's in you. My friend I was talking to last night, she said, I don't feel like I could get past that. I don't have that in me. And I'm thinking, yes, you do. It's in there. It's a scary thing for people to face their fears and face getting, further in their life and their, but this particular thing, their weight loss. It's a scary thing because you come across a lot of obstacles that are are fearful, and you don't know if you can get past those. But hopefully this channel helps someone out there. And but it's in you. You gotta dig deep. And I know it's scary to dig deep inside of you and find out what really, really works for you. Because once once you face it, you're like, oh, how did I get to this weight loss? What was all behind it? What was all behind it? The loss, the frustration, the how did I get here? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that are at that point like I did. I was like, one day I was 120 and the next day I was 242, and I was like, how did I get here? So a lot of emotions were involved with that. And yeah, I had to face those emotions and face. So think back, when did the weight loss or the weight gain start? Like, did it start, in your childhood and you just have been this way all your life? Did it start after a divorce? Did it start after a marriage? Did it start after, when did it start? And think back, okay, what was I going through when all of this started? I think that's very important to face that initial trauma, things. And I'm saying that it could be good things that happen and you just kind of like going along the way and you're just like, oh, I gained all this weight because I'm happy eating, you know what I mean? Because I love food like myself. And, and I got this way like this, it could be that. But there is always something behind it emotionally, and you're still attached to that, and you're still there. You're still in the past, and it just lives with you every single day, that past thing that happened. And I think that a lot of times that's why people are, have gained the weight and become obese and become unhealthy and eating unhealthy, because they're so attached to the past. And we all have to, start thinking about the future and what, and the bright future of losing weight and getting healthy. That is the thing, getting healthy. So I wanted to close with that. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, I'm starting the new challenge next Monday. And I'm going to be giving you grocery hauls. I'm going to be, not grocery hauls, but, well, maybe grocery hauls. But I'm going to be giving you grocery lists initially for the first 2 weeks. So if you have not commented, let me know if you're interested in that. If you're interested in, following me while you do that, don't forget to subscribe and push that all notifications so you can get all the uploads. But so important, the first 2 weeks of low carb. If you're doing low carb, you can actually, if you're doing WW, you can do WW low carb. It's possible. Yes, it is. If you're doing another plan, you can also do low carb. Low carb is so universally, yeah, awesome for every single plan that everyone's doing because it just is so good for you. But yeah, I'm going to be giving you loads of information on my journey and where I have come full circle on this channel to this. So you guys have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Get the word out there. Anyway, so I'm trying to, So anyway, yeah, I will talk to you guys and I'll see you on the next one. I was about to ramble there again, but no. I got to stop myself. See you guys later. Bye.